Hello, everyone. Took me a second. How's everybody doing? So I am fully using StreamYard tonight. I'm so excited. All right, y'all have sound now? Everybody hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Tell me you can hear me, okay? Okay, cool. Making sure I have everything unmuted. How's everybody doing? You can't hear me. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me you can hear me. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me yet? Oh, good grief, Nathan. Don't do that to me. You are so bad. See, I almost made it echo in here. Dang it. You're wrong, Nathan. You're just wrong to me. Oh, hey, Overwood Gardner. Hello, Lazy Bunny. Hi, to family. He's going to make me a nervous wreck, Sherry. Make me think I'm all crazy. And I'm seeing right now I should have turned my other light on. I think, do I need to move my softbox light a little bit? I feel like I'm sitting in the dark. My stagehand is in there having a youth leader meeting, so I can't go, hey, Papa, come fix my lighting. No sound, no picture. Hey, okay, y'all can see me, right? Now that's making me nervous.
Mom.
What? Okay, can you see me and hear me? Are you watching the live stream?
No, do you want me to put the light up?
No, move this light over a little bit. Thank you, Nathan. Okay, cool. Yeah, move it towards that way a little bit. There we go. Now you can see me a little bit better. Kendra is awesome. Yeah, if you want to get in the live stream, Kendra, you can. That's awesome. So now that Nathan scared me to death, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Cooper Family Farm, how are you? Right? No, she's been great. She has officially started back to school. And so Keith and I finally got our stimulus checks today. So we got some bills paid. You know, just some of those things that we've been paying on, and just we went ahead and paid them off. So and Keith got a new computer. That first computer he had bought for himself, a new laptop, in 14 years, because he had literally been getting my hand-me-downs. I would get a new computer, and then I would give him my old computer, because that's the awesome husband that he really is. And so we, yes, please give me a thumbs up. We went and bought him a new computer. Now, you would think that wouldn't be that big of a debacle or dilemma, but we went first to Best Buy. They were closed. You couldn't even get in there. We went to Walmart. They did not have one computer except a Chromebook, and we obviously didn't want a Chromebook because, well, they're, in my opinion, they're nothing more than a paperweight. I mean, it's fine if you're not doing anything but checking your email. you know, for grandma or grandpa, a Chromebook is fine. But if you do any kind of editing or anything, I mean, he helps me with my YouTube channel and stuff. A Chromebook is useless. So we ended up going to Sam's and got an Acer gaming laptop. Paid a little bit more. Hello, J Loves Adventures. How are you, sweetheart? Paid a little bit more than what we normally would, but he ended up with a really nice laptop. So, right. I know they're functional. This one though wasn't even a good. It wasn't even a good. It had like no storage on it, and it wasn't good, Nathan. It was like the $200 Chromebook. It wasn't good. He wouldn't. It would have barely turned on. You know what I mean? It would have barely ran Chrome. He would have been able to play solitaire on it, much less done anything with it. So I'm happy with what he got. So, and like I said, we ended up, the other good thing that I ended up getting with it that I'm really excited about is I bought, well, it's coming. It's the other thing is that Nathan at Samson Farm got me really excited about making homemade sausage. So I had been wanting one for a while, to be honest with you, a meat grinder, because I want to make my own hamburger meat. Because, you know, you buy hamburger meat at the store or sausage or anything like that, it's a lot of water and filler. And so I bought me a meat grinder today. Now, I had to order it because there was not one darn place in town that actually had one. Not one. Harbor Freight didn't have one. And to order from Harbor Freight, they were quoting me anywhere from 3 to 8 weeks. 3 to 8 weeks from Harbor Freight to get me one here. And they couldn't give me even, I said, well, could I pay like rush shipping on it? And they're like, you can, but we can't guarantee we could get it to you any quicker. So what I ended up doing is yeah, I know, I was shocked too. There's like, we are backlogged. We are that backlogged. And the deal with the computer, they were like scanning the computers they had on display, and they're like, yeah, they're having to make more computers. They're like, everybody wants a computer. There's nothing we can do about it. Apparently, everybody's buying a computer with their stimulus checks. So we weren't the only people doing that. So anyway, we bought one at Sam's. So, because not everybody has a Sam's card, so they still had some in stock, but only a few. They were nearly out at Sam's. But with the meat grinder, I ended up buying one from Walmart.com. They guaranteed it in 2 days. I'm getting it on Friday, so I'm really, really excited about my meat grinder. That'll be here Friday. So, what's on the plate with Mama Z? Guess what? I went to the store today. I bought 4 because they didn't have a limit on it. Pork roast, the big shoulder roast. And we are going to be making homemade sausage. I'm going to freeze some of it. I'm going to can some of it. It wasn't, I don't want to quote it to you right now because I'm not actually sure how much I spent on it, but it was under $100. I want to say it was under 75 as well. But what are you doing, you crazy cat? My cat is like being goofy all of a sudden. Get down. Get down. He doesn't like me sitting over here, apparently. Hey, Kendra. Can you get the cat some water, please? Thank you. I think he's just wanting some water. And untangle the cat from my leg. Or get your dad to come untangle the cat. My cat is hung on my leg. He can't get him loose, so just walk behind him and go get your dad. Sorry, I wish I could show y'all.
Yeah.
He's attached to my leg. Oh, he got loose.
Never mind.
Don't knock the. It's never a dull moment at Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. So anyway, we're going to be making some fresh sausage on What's on the Plate with Mama Z. My cat, guys. If y'all haven't seen my cat, I have an 18-pound, 7-year-old fat tomcat. Well, he's not a tom. He's actually been gilded, but he's insane. Watch my videos because he's crazy. Okay, on to good luck, Kendra. Nathan said good luck. So I would like some feedback from you guys. Yes, there is a problem. And I don't feed him. We think maybe he has a little bit of a thyroid problem, honestly, because we don't overfeed him. We don't, but they've done blood work on him. The vets checked him out. She said, I don't know, he's just a big cat, because otherwise he's healthy. We don't overfeed him. He eats normal meals. He's just fat and lazy. He's a house cat. He doesn't go outside. We don't know. He's just a big cat. But okay, so but he is pretty demanding and kind of a jerk. But we love him. He's my cat. He was
bites your feet
he was a rescue.
when you try to feed
He
him.
was kind of feral. You know, he's a feral kitten. I got him. We found him. We estimate that he was about 4 weeks old when I found him. So
Still sucking at his food.
yeah, he was still sucking at his food. He was abandoned he was dumped, we're pretty sure. So anyway, thank you. All right. So anyway, back to, I need y'all's guys' feedback, because if you have, yeah, and he's lazy.
Except when it comes to food.
If y'all have been noticing,
No.
I have been changing up a lot of my thumbnails. I am really trying to up my game on my thumbnails and even on my videos. I have changed a lot on, well, I won't say a lot because I've only just started doing it. My camera angles, I'm shooting with two cameras, two cell phones now, because I recently got a new cell phone. So I'm using my old cell phone and my new cell phone. So I'm using 2 angles now. And I've upped my game on my thumbnails. I have been redoing a lot of my thumbnails. And Daryl from Two Family Homestead has been on me for a while. So, Missy, you've got to fix those thumbnails. And my titles of my videos. And I said, I know, I've got to do it. One thing I've got to do is I have got to redo my trailer. That's got to happen real soon. It's a matter of time, because I've got 2 jobs basically. I do YouTube, and then I work for a church. Well, the church thing has really kind of taken because we've been live streaming our services, and that was a brand new team built out of necessity of all the virus stuff, the bug stuff. So I'm on that team, the brand new team. So I'm doing double duty. So I'm kind of working around. Hey, Southern Bliss, how are you, sweetie? Thank you for coming. So I would love for y'all, if y'all get a minute, especially on some of the newer stuff, some of the older stuff I'm getting to. So if you can look at the newer videos and give me some feedback on them, I would really, really appreciate it. No, I didn't. I would really appreciate your feedback. I had kind of asked for some feedback in one of the groups that I'm in. I think they thought I was trying to self promote, and I really wasn't. I was honestly asking for feedback, but because you know, you guys, especially you bigger channels that have been around a while, I really respect y'all's guys' feedback. For us small YouTubers, we get lost sometimes in these groups with the bigger channels. So and I don't mean that in any negative way, any disparaging way at all. But I feel like sometimes we get lost in the shuffle. So, and we respect the bigger channels a lot, and we respect y'all's opinion a lot. So, any feedback you guys can give us, we really appreciate. Double duty. Oh, Nathan. Yes, I do double duty. Lots of it. Probably triple and quadruple duty. I almost said something bad. You almost made me say something bad. Fly the bird. Yes, there you go. Exactly. Exactly. They didn't get big for nothing. And that's why I value their opinion. And so, when I go in and I ask for their opinion, and I think maybe they thought I was trying to self promote when I asked them to go look at my latest video. I really was not trying to self promote. I really was saying, hey, I need some feedback, so because in this particular group that I'm talking about, and I'm not even going to say which group it was, I was really just wanting feedback. Their deal, and I respect it, is just only post once a week, a video, but that gets lost a lot of times. And I totally respect that, because you don't want everybody always posting all the time. And I totally respect that. But sometimes you get lost in that shuffle. And all I was asking, I didn't put my link. I didn't put what video it was. I just said, hey, if some of y'all get a chance, could y'all go look at the video I posted today, because I've changed how I'm doing my angles, my filming angles, and this kind of stuff. And I really could use some feedback, and they deleted the post. And I understand they thought I was trying to self-promote, and I get it. And it's nothing against any of the mods there or anything. I'm not being disparaging in any way against any of them. And I even messaged one of the moderators and tried to, they didn't respond back to me, and tried to explain myself, but it's okay. But I did want to let them know I wasn't trying to self-promote. So, but anyway, if y'all could just, because it's hard. It is hard when you are under 1,000, getting, we got some storms here last night. Luckily my container garden out here is on the south side of my apartment building. So far so good. It has managed. It is not. I'll tell you later, Sherry. Probably. It's not the one that you're a mod in, if that's what you're thinking. So, at least I don't think you're a mod in that group. So, but anyway, my garden's on the south side of the building. And that storm, hey, built on a rock. Yeah, no, it wasn't that one. It's the other big one. All my plants did really well in that storm. That storm that came through about 4:00 this morning was pretty rough. Just south of us, between here and Houston, what they said egg-shaped hail. That was a new description. But yes.
I'm going to say this. I never can see lightning in my room. I got a lightning show.
Yeah, the lightning was wild. I mean, the lightning and thunder was absolutely wild this morning. It woke me up about 3:00 this morning. So we were definitely getting a lightning show, and it watered my plants pretty good, which is always good. Hello, Faithworks Farm. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for coming in. I am doing so well here. It's I am. It's been a great week. It really has. So I was gonna share with y'all a little bit about what's going on in Texas. So Texas is officially, if y'all haven't been watching the news, Texas is slowly starting to come back to life. Our stay-at-home order comes to an end Friday. And our governor has said that we will start opening back up for business in stages. Restaurants and stuff like that can open up. And then in 2 weeks, hey, Copper Kettle Farms. Hey, Crystal, thank you for coming in, sweetie. And it's just kind of a slow process. And our county judge, he decided that, well, the governor's description apparently wasn't clear enough for him, and he's just going to open everything back up come Friday. Tattoo parlors, barbershops, he didn't care. He's going to open it all back up because apparently the governor's description wasn't good enough for him. So he's just going to open it all up. And the governor and the attorney general come back and said, actually, the governor's description was perfectly fine, and you're being stupid. So the AG has said, I will make a ruling on it before Friday. So I imagine the AG will rule with the governor and shut our judge down. It's been goofy. So our church is officially, our first day back will be Mother's Day, but it's at a limited capacity. Everybody, family units can sit together, but we're staggering pews, and then we'll continue to live stream and do that kind of stuff. It's a whole new world, though. That's for sure. And I don't foresee a whole lot of people will come. We really didn't. We could actually hold church Sunday, according to our governor, but we've decided we're not quite there yet. We're not ready. We're going to wait till Mother's Day. I'm not in a big rush either. We went to the grocery store a while ago to kind of stock up, and no, there were maybe just throw in a number. Say if there's 100 people in the store, probably 10 people, us, my husband and I included, were wearing masks. The general attitude in our county is that it's a fake thing, even though there are over 500 active cases in Montgomery County that they know of. So it grows by double digits every single day in Montgomery County. We have not plateaued. We have not even peaked yet they are opening everything back up, which is kind of scary. So yeah, we don't plan to go out any more than we have to. So oh, I'm so sorry, Shayla. Probably this weather's coming in. Y'all may be fixing to get this stuff that we got last night. I'm still dealing with a sinus crap that I have had for all season. The allergies this year have been horrific. I have dealt with some form of a allergy infection or sinus infection this whole season. So what about y'all? Where I would like to know what your states are kind of saying for you guys. I know it's different all across the country. I know Texas and Georgia, Ohio is starting to open back up. Where are y'all's states kind of at? What's Pennsylvania doing, Crystal? I know one thing. I need a haircut. My hair is driving me crazy. Okay. Okay. So it sounds like to me the entire country is pretty much, maybe besides New York and California. I, I had a good friend, well, I say a good friend. I had a friend of mine from high school contact me today that I have literally not seen her in 30 years, almost 30 years, that I grew up with, that apparently she lives 45 minutes from me. She messaged me on Facebook, said, guess what? I live in about 45 minutes from you, and I have a ton of canning jars. Do you want them? I'm like, yeah. So when, we can all travel freely, she's going to bring me a ton of canning jars. And I'm just going to keep putting up, guys, because I am not convinced they're not going to have to lock everything back down. I'm not. I'm not convinced that this second wave is not going to be worse than the first. So, I've got seeds stored, I've got food stored, and I'm just not convinced we're not going to have to lock everything back down. Exactly. She said I have a ton of jars, and I just bought another deal of jars. I've got probably 5 deals of jars. I've got jars down here. I'll put them under the bed. You can never have enough jars, and lids every time I go to the dollar store. But here's the other thing I was going to say. When we were at the store today, there was only one deal of jars left, and I got the last deal of pint jars they had, because the canner I have only jars pint jars. And the one deal of quart jars they had left, they had raised the price on them like $3. I kid you not. And I'm like, really? And then they had one deal of wide mouth jars, wide mouth jars. They wanted nearly $14 for that deal of of 12 in a case of wide mouth pint jars. That's crazy. Those usually I would pay $7 or $8 for. No, that was HEB grocery store. That's where I usually always buy my jars. Now I've gone to the dollar store to buy the lids, but I need to go look at the dollar store, but I know it's against the law. But and usually HEB doesn't price gouge, but I think the reason they raised those rates was to keep people from like mass buying. And they're allowed to do it a little bit to keep people from buying them out. They had one deal of the half pint jars, they had one deal of the pint jars, and one deal of the quart jars. Well, I got the deal of the pint jars. I didn't get the wide mouth jars. I just got the regular pints, because the wide mouths, they wanted like, yeah, $14 for them. I'm like, I am not paying that much. And then, of course, we're leaving the store, and my friend had messaged me and said that she was going to give me all those canning jars. So I was like, yeah, I'll take every dang one of them. So, and the other thing I'm going to start doing, guys, is I'm going to look like, as soon as they open up, probably Friday, I'm going to start going to Goodwill, and there's a place called Angelic Resale. I'm going to start looking there too. Because, you know, a lot of times these estates, people will donate stuff like that. Even if it's 1 or 2 jars at a time, you can sometimes get stuff like that. I did pick up some beer today. I found a snail in my tomato plant yesterday. Was it yesterday? Absolutely. Oh, Sherry, I was going to tell you about that. There was not one bolt of material at Walmart today. Not one. None. No material. None. I have never not seen any material at Walmart. I was like, what in the actual? I was shocked. There was no yarn, like crochet yarn. None. I know. Dang snails. I was like, are you kidding me? I just found one, but I saw something been eating on my plants. And I found him, and I chunked him across the parking lot. But I saw Mimsy's and over at Mimsy's garden had put a little saucer of beer. So I bought some beer. I can't drink beer. My husband likes it every once in a while, but I can't drink it because I've had the gastric sleeve surgery. But I like wine every once in a while. But anyway, side squirrel. So I'm going to get me a little bowl and put some beer out there and see if that works. I would say any chance you get, buy you some jars. You can't hardly get them on Amazon anymore either. But there's a lot of stuff that you can't get on Amazon. Yeah. I've got me a little stash going, and now she's going to bring me those. The other thing that I did splurge on today was I bought me an external hard drive. Because, you know, when you become a YouTuber, those little videos take up a lot of memory on your hard drive. And I like keeping them, you know, because if something happened to YouTube and my YouTube channel went down for whatever reason, I don't want to lose my videos. So I bought a 5 terabyte hard drive. So, and I had been putting them on Keith's, but I've kind of taken up a lot of space on his external. He's like, you need to get your own hard drive. external hard drive. So I did get that. That's kind of my Mother's Day present, is that external hard drive. So I figure I ought to be able to save that. Hey, Mama Tried Homestead, how are you doing, honey? Yeah, I think that'll last me a little while. And I got it. I figure I got it. I think I paid a good price for it. So the only problem with a cloud service, Crystal, is that it's kind of like a storage building. I'm afraid it would go poof and something happened to it. With an external, then I've got mine like on a Google Drive too. But that way I have a permanent copy too if something happened to the cloud. I want to back up for the backup type thing. Exactly. I like having a possession of them. That way, if something happened and the internet went kaput and went away, I have. So. Yeah, and you may be right there too, Crystal. But I have both, so hopefully, yeah, at least it's not taking up room on my computer. Because when I had moved it all to Key's external hard drive, it freed up a lot of space. I've got a terabyte hard drive on this computer, and I'd already used up a lot of it. Yeah, I hear that too. And like I said, I just like having a backup for the backup. And I've got flash drives over there. I've got all kinds of storage stuff. My gosh. Well, hopefully this one will hold out. The one my husband has done really good. So, and like I said, I have it on a cloud as well. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I have my computer's a Dell, and I'm really liking it so far. I've been really happy with it. Right now, it runs our church's live stream. So, well, we actually have two computers that run the live stream. So, it takes two. Hey, Lippy, thank you for coming in, sweetie. So good to see you. How are you doing, my friend? My gosh, you had one heck of a storm. When I was probably 8 or 9 years old, we had a storm like that had softball size hail that knocked out my bedroom windows. That I will never forget that. My mom and dad's bedroom and my bedroom, like our doors faced each other. My dad was a truck driver. It was just me and mom, and my little brother was an infant. Mom and I met each other in the hallway because our bedrooms faced the southwest. So it's knocked out. We had storm windows out in our house, and it still knocked those windows out. Scared the crap out of us. And we're pretty sure that storm was tornadic that night, but there at that point there wasn't nothing we could do. But Mom and I met in the hallway and just kind of huddled in the hall that night, knocked out all the back windows, and that was scary. Oh man. I yeah, I have, growing up in North Texas, I've seen some pretty crazy storms. Thank you for coming in, Nana Brenda. I appreciate you, sweetie, so much for being here with us tonight. We That's the one thing about living down here is that, well, I said, we've had some crazy storms. I had never been in a hurricane until we moved down here. Not really. I had never really been in one until Harvey, but I've been in plenty of tornadoes growing up in North Texas. Plenty of hailstorms. Hey, Susan. Been doing good, sweetheart. Thank you. And we had a storm last night, Miss Lippy, that came through that woke us up about 3 this morning. Luckily, my plants and stuff were on the south side of our apartment building, and our apartment building's a 3-story building, and so fortunately, my little garden out here is pretty protected. So unless we have any clouds come up from the south, it's and it's up against the building. So it's pretty protected, which helps. They got a pretty good drink last night, but south of town, they were having what they called hail that was the size of an egg. So south of town, they got rocked pretty good, but we did pretty good here. Just got some good rain. Yeah, it can get some. Oh no, Lippy. Dang it, honey. You just can't win for losing right now, sweetie. I swear to God. You know, it's just one of those things. You look at the enemy and you just say, "Is that the best you got?" But then you're just like, "No, I don't want to really tip that." Well, I am praying for you, sweet friend, because that just you have to almost laugh or you're gonna cry. But good God. I'm praying for you, sweetheart. It's just awful. And it's just a sick feeling. And that's what I was telling my mom about you, Lippy, because, she was, I had been telling her first about you getting sick. And then I said, my friend, I was telling you, Mama, that got so sick with this mess. I said, and then turned around and I said, they got a bad hailstorm and just took out their garden and their greenhouse and everything else. And she's like, well, good grief. And I said, I know. So My goodness. Well, hopefully you still have time to get something in the ground and get it back. Well, my friends, we are coming up on that hour mark. Let's see how much we got. Well, we got a few more minutes. Okay. I forget that I started this a little bit early, so we got a few more minutes. I bet so. My gosh, I think want to sit down and cry at this point. Last year, and I know this ain't the same, but last year was the first year I had attempted to grow anything. I had some lemon balm out there. I had grown some lemongrass and 3 or 4 different plants. They were doing beans. I had some beans in a pot growing. I was so excited. First year I had decided to grow anything. And we had this gentleman. I'm choosing my words wisely here. This gentleman with a dog on a leash, mind you. He was on a leash. Come walk his dogs up in front of my door. Let his dog on a leash pee on my plants and kill all my plants. That was the moment I decided I was done. That was the moment I decided I need to move back to the country. I sit in that bathroom in there on the toilet and said a few 4 letters and said, I'm done. I want to go back to the country. This city life is not for me. I was like that. Oh yeah. I can't even say on YouTube the words that were coming out of my mouth, how upset I was, because it was so ridiculous that this was an older guy. This wasn't even a kid. I'd already had kids knock over some of my pepper plants playing ball that don't even live on this side of my building. I mean, I was just mentally done. That it was like no respect for. I had some beautiful lemon balm that he had just destroyed, just out of orneriness and disregard. Right. And that was, I had really debated whether I was going to try to grow a garden this year. So big old fat tears rolling down my face. I got in the car and I marched up to the apartment complex and up to the office. I walked in there and they were like, what is wrong with you? and I cussed a stream of words that weren't very Christian. And, and I said, I am trying to grow some food here and grow for my family. I said, I just threw away probably $50 worth of plants because somebody decided that it was okay to bring his dog up to my front door and let his dog urinate on my plants. And they have a designated area for people to take their dogs to do their business. And they were like, and they knew who it was when I described this man and his dog. And they were like, can you write that down and write a complaint? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm not that type of neighbor. I'm not one to do that kind of stuff. And they were like, that man hadn't come close to my apartment again. So I don't know what they did or what they said, but he ain't come nowhere near close to me again. Yeah. And that was before I decided, that was last summer before I decided to do YouTube. So bye, Sherry. Love you so much, my friend. We are almost done here. But, it's just, I decided right then, though, that I wasn't going to be defeated. But that's when I decided, shortly after that, I decided that I was going to do YouTube. Um, and I decided I was going to be a cooking channel, and I was going to try to do this whole YouTube thing. And I know it's kind of, it's kind of crazy, but if this crazy little Texan can do it, you know what, Denise, I have so much respect for you, sweet lady. I really do. You you have the best disposition. You really do. You don't know how much I love you, and you're such an encouragement to all of us. You make time for us, and I love you so much. I mean that. I genuinely, honestly do. And I'm gonna tear up saying it, but I generally mean that. You encourage us, and I value your friendship. So, because trust me, you know as well as I do, this whole YouTube world can get lonely sometimes. So, see, I'm going to get emotional thinking about it. So I love you so much, and I'm sorry you've had such a crappy week, because you've had kind of a crappy month. So I hurt for you, because it sucks. Girlfriend, oh my God. See, that's why I couldn't wait for the shindig, because I'm a loudmouth too. You have no idea. Ask Nathan. Nathan, tell her. I'm a loudmouth, ain't I? Dude, you don't, Denise, you have no idea, girlfriend. You have no idea. I know, I'm crying. I can't help it. I've got a big heart, and I hate to see my friends hurt. So, exactly. And Nathan tells me all the time, suck it up, Buttercup, because I've got like this huge, big heart. And I hate seeing people hurt. It makes me mad. Because, yeah, that's who I am. I'm a big softy. So, and I'm a loudmouth too. I am. Oh my God. You have no idea. That's why I so much wanted to go the shindig and like try to keep up with you and Jareth. I wanted to at least try. I know Nathan said you didn't have a chance in hell. Ooh. But I wanted to try. Because, because I knew when y'all's accent come out, my accent was going to come out, and nobody would be able to understand us, and that would be hilarious. Because y'all be talking Louisiana Cajun, and I'd be talking Texan, and it would just get so fun, and it would be wonderful. And it ticks me off because it screwed it up. Does anybody know if they've canceled the bash yet? Have they called it? I haven't heard. I hope not, since everything's opening back up. We can do the bash, right? We need to do the bash. Missy needs out of the house. God help us all. I could try, Nathan. Yeah, I know. It would be hilarious. So anyway, all right, real quick. Saturday, what's on the plate? If all goes well and the mail gets here, we are going to be making sausage. Right? And that's what's on the plate with Mama Z. I'm going to be playing with my new sausage maker, meat grinder. you know, you know what else would be funny? Gemini Homestead, get Nathan doing a comedy and Jason from Big Bear, and good Lord. I had this envision of all of us sitting around and doing like this. Could you imagine? And I want to see how people are in real life, right? I want to see how the Stivers are in real life. Because I have a sinking suspicion about those two. And I want to know. I want to know. I want to see how people are away from the camera. Oh, wow. I want to know how people are away. I know they have to be, but I think they're like us, Nathan, aren't they? They're like us. Right? Nathan, they're like us, aren't they? They just like us. I bet they are. We can all hang. I bet. Oh. I am pretty much just like I am on film. I maybe a little bit more I don't know. I keep it a little bit more clean mouthed. Family friendly. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Blunt. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, D. I'm a little bit more blunt. Yes. That is the word I'm looking for. She nailed it. Lippy, you and I can hang, I guarantee you. Me and you, we are cut from the same cloth, my friend. I guarantee you, me and you, we cut from the same cloth. All right, everybody. We are up on an hour here. So thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate every single one of y'all. This weekend, Saturday, What's on the Plate with Mama Z? We are doing sausage. We're going to play with my meat grinder. I am so excited. Thank y'all so much. Y'all bless me tremendously. Lippy, sweetie, I am praying for you. No more storms. Good Lord, my friend. I love you tremendously. I love each and every one of y'all. Be sure and check each other out. Olivia, if you weren't in here, if you get a chance, if you will check some of my new thumbnails and stuff, especially my latest video that I did, I am changing a few of my camera angles and stuff like that. I would love some feedback, especially the latest video that I did. I'd love some feedback on that. But anyway, thank you so much. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you so much for coming, each and every one of you. Good night. We will see y'all on the next video.